news on Wave of M91.7 Port Harcourt. I am Excel Uwaezuoke. The Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) has revoked the operating licenses of 46 microfinance banks for failing to meet regulatory requirements for continued operation. In a statement issued on Wednesday, the Apex Bank said the revocation takes immediate effect and was approved by CBN Governor Lemi Cardoso. The statement signed by the Acting Director of Corporate Communications, Hakama Sidi Ali, said the action forms part of the bank's efforts to strengthen financial sector stability and protect depositors while ensuring compliance with existing laws and regulatory standards. The CBN maintained that all licensed financial institutions must meet current operational and regulatory requirements to remain in business. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NPCL) recorded a decline in revenue and profit in May 2026, despite maintaining stable crude oil and natural gas production levels. According to the company's latest monthly report summary, revenue dropped by nearly 13% to 4.335 trillion naira in May from 4.971 trillion naira recorded in April, representing a decrease of 636 billion naira. Profit after tax also fell to 462 billion naira from 481 billion naira in the preceding month. The report showed that NNPCL produced 1.73 million barrels of crude oil and condensate per day during the month, while natural gas production stood at 7.774 million standard cubic feet per day. The federal government is pledged to continue enforcing maritime regulations and labor standards to protect the rights and welfare of seafarers across the country. The Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adeboyega Oyetola, made the commitment during the 2026 Day of Seafarers celebration held in Lagos. Represented by the Executive Director of Marine Safety and Security of the Ministry, Musa Makoji, the Minister said the welfare of maritime workers remains a priority and is non-negotiable. Oyetola noted that the Ministry would ensure employers comply with both national and international maritime regulations while guaranteeing fair treatment for seafarers. On the Farrington, the administration of U.S. President Donald Trump has declined to extend the U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement, triggering a process that could see the trade pact expire in 10 years unless renewed. The decision followed a 6-year review of the North American Free Trade Agreement and is aimed at pursuing changes intended to bring manufacturing jobs back to the United States and reduce trade deficits with Canada and Mexico. Despite the move, the agreement will remain in force for another decade, subject to annual reviews unless the three countries agree on a revised framework. On the foreign exchange market, one US dollar traded for 1,390 naira at the parallel market, while the British pound stood at 1,880 naira. Meanwhile, 1 euro traded 1,588 naira at the same platform. Moving on to the crude oil market, a barrel of Brent crude similar to Nigeria's Bank traded for $70.89, a decrease of 68 cents or 1%. Similarly, the West Texas Intermediate sold for $67.88, a decrease of 70 cents, a depreciation of 1%. And that's business news on Daybreak Nigeria this morning, compiled by Ayo Dungweru. You can also listen to us on Wave of M917.com. For pictures and stories in the news, follow us on Facebook and X at 917 Wave of M and at Wave917fm on Instagram and Thread. Remember, Nigeria is our only country. We should join hands to make it great. I am Excel Uwaezuoke. Good morning and thank you for listening.